Hey guys, Andrew here. Today's Friday, the 2nd of June, and the day before Elaine and Jeff's wedding. So, they've asked me to bake about 270 cupcakes. So today, we've got 4 litres of oil, about 4 kg of sugar, 48 eggs, and I can turn this all into cupcakes. So, anyway, best case scenario is going to probably take 2.5 hours. Worst case scenario, maybe 6, depending on the oven. So I guess we should get cracking. Hey Alexa, play some music whilst I bake.
Here's a station you might like, Jess Glynn.
Who the hell is that? Right, see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so we're halfway point now, and we've got 148 cupcakes, and now I've got my brother Antony and my cousin Tony, come here, smile, to help me. Right, so the recipe is from natashakitchen.com, and I've changed it slightly in that it's using self-raising flour as opposed to adding your own baking powder, which just saves so much time. Again, using vegetable oil, as she says, but instead of, what did she say, buttermilk, I think? I'm using soy milk, so the whole recipe is dairy-free, so very good. Might as well tell you something else. I'll give you a muffin case cupcake review. These ones, I got them from Lakeland. They're almost £3 a box. They're actually they're not cut very well. So it takes a bit of time to actually get out, but they're quite good because they're solid and grease-proof. Anyway, so there's a quick cupcake case review. So I think we better crack on, yeah? Right, we spent 2.5 hours doing half of this, so another 2.5 hours. See you there. Hey guys, and as you can see, we've finished baking the cupcakes now. There's 288 cupcakes. That's probably the most cupcakes I've ever baked in my life. So well done to me and my friends. Yeah, so what have I learned from this? It's kind of like doing a science experiment. If you've got everything planned out, it works quite well, so you need that organisation skills. Secondly, for instance, when you're doing a science experiment and you're doing your spins, you forget how long it takes to actually aliquot your ingredients and things. So actually putting the batter in and then waiting for the cupcakes to cool and all those extra steps does add up and make for extra time. So that needs to be factored in. What else have I learnt? Paper's quite sharp, so if you ever decide to yeah, I learned that again. So if you ever decide to put your hands into flour bags, if you don't want to get your lovely soft skin serrated by this lovely sharp paper, give it a fold, yeah, save yourself some pain. Right, what else? So that's pretty much with the cupcakes. We managed to bake 3 trays in the ovens. I was a bit scared that the bottom bottom shelf wouldn't bake very well, but I put the first tray into the bottom shelf for about a minute extra, so that turned out okay. So cupcakes done. They're in boxes now. The next thing we're going to do is do the buttercream. So I'm going to cheat and use Betty Crocker's vanilla buttercream style icing, full of E-numbers, palm oil and sugar, but that's okay. I'm going to flavour it with, what is this? Freeze-dried raspberry powder, so that gives it a really lovely pink, rich colour and also a hint of that raspberry sharpness. Right, we're doing a dual-toned icing, so to go with the pink, I'm going to do a lilac purple. So to the reddish pink colours, I'm going to add some blue colouring. Now it says it's made of glycerol and colour E133, and if you know your E numbers, that is brilliant blue. And if you know your colours in the lab, brilliant blue, does that remind you of anything? Yeah, brilliant Kamasi blue, the stuff you use to stain gels with, stain proteins with. So it's not really Kamasi blue because this is one of the predecessors of Kamasi blue. Apparently less safe than Kamasi blue, but nevertheless, there you are. It's vegan and kosher apparently. So okay, so on to the icing. See you guys later. Bye. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing lab gloves because the blue kind of stains, you know, Kamasi blue stains proteins. So yeah.